Hello guys, my name is Alan Paul, UR16CS006, and today we're going to do our fourth experiment of the networking lab. And the topic for today's experiment is static routing. So we have this topology with us. And we can see that there are three routers, three switches, and three end devices. So before we start, we have to assign the IP addresses to all these end devices and the routers. So as you can see, we have already assigned the IP address for all the routers and the end devices. So what is static routing means? Routing means that we are trying to connect to trying to connect or send some data to a network, from one network to another network, but these two networks are not connected. So that is, we are trying to send data to two networks that are not connected. Therefore, that is why we use static routing. So now what we have to do is we have to open the CLI, and we have to uh, route the IP addresses of all these three routers and the end devices, so that the IP addresses are connected, so that all these three end devices are connected. That is, the root this network should be accessible by these two networks, and this network should be accessible by these two networks, and this network should be accessible by both these networks. We can find out if these networks are accessible by pinging from this end device to both these end devices, and so on. So after using the command IP route, after routing all the addresses of the end devices and the routers, we can now we can see if these devices and the routes have been routed. That is, we can see if the IP routes are routed. So we can just open one of the routers and type show IP route. So show IP route. So this will show all the addresses. This is showing that this is directly connected to this. Therefore, this is, we can see here also. We can use show IP route. This is also showing that it is connected. Now to see if we can send any packets, we just need to ping this end device to both these end devices. If it is pinging, we can see that we can send any data through this, that these are connected to each other. So we'll just see the IP address of this end device. The IP address is 192.168.129. That we can see that the IP address is 192.168.129. So therefore, what we'll do is we'll use this IP address and ping from here to here. So we have the command prompt here. We'll just do ping 192.168.2.129, and sorry, it will. Now what it will do is that it will ping, like here it will just ping from the packets. We'll ping this, and we can see that the packets are reaching there, that we have sent 4 packets. Similarly, we can do it from this computer, from this PC to the other PCs. That is, we can do ping 192.168.2. Just we need to see the IP address. We just need to see the IP address. That is, we can use this as 192.168.2.65. and therefore it is showing that it is pinging and we are getting a reply, the packets have been sent. Therefore, we can conclude that we have statically routed the IP address, all the three IP addresses, and that they are now connected, and therefore we can send any data through these. Therefore, we have done this experiment has been executed successfully.